How's it going, taste buds? Welcome back to another episode of the podcast, the Snack Podcast. It's actually a podcast where we acquire and review the latest and greatest snacks.
So that you know what to try and what not to buy.
I'm your host, Evan.
And I'm your host, Gabe.
The name of this podcast is... Oh, wait. Let's put our hands
False
down
start?
like this. Yeah, let's do that. The Super Tasters Podcast. And that's the name of the podcast. And I've got a couple of people to thank for their support. Thank you so much to our patrons. Thank you to our patrons on patreon.com/supertasterspodcast. It's $5 a month if you'd like some behind the scenes content. Wow, what a deal. Thank you so much to the following people: KG Ma, Tape Master, Lesbrit, Clearly Awesome, The Pickler, Yarbs, Lisa, Rose, The Unicycler, and Dillian Pickle Spear, of course. How could one forget? And if you are one of those patrons, or if you're just curious what the progress is like on the Snack of the Year episode, our award show that will be a recap of our favorite snacks of 2024, here's what I'm thinking. It's almost finished. I'm editing the last scene. I'm going to try to have it out on Patreon by this Monday. And so I will probably try to post it live on as perhaps the next podcast episode next Friday, if that makes sense. But I'm going to try to have it out on Patreon by Monday. It'll be up early for the supporters. Thank you so much for your support, guys. It's coming, and I hope it's worth the wait. We're so excited. And we're also excited to get down to the snacking today. We've got a lot of snacks here. We've got a lot of stuff from Cheetos. What do we have here?
Yeah, we got a brand new Cheetos lineup. So we have two different Cheetos potato crisps, both original and honey barbecue.
Yeah, so new chips from Cheetos.
Yeah, it's from
Chester's
the
brand.
Chester's brand,
Right.
But, And then we also have two different fries, which is chili cheese and I believe also honey barbecue.
Yeah, Carolina style honey barbecue, new, and chili cheese fries returning. We've got some,
which were also gifts from one of our
generous
benefactors.
Oh, speaking of, I'm also hoping maybe not this weekend, but next week to set up the PO box so that you guys can send us some snacks.
Yeah, we're just waiting for them to cash out. We're waiting for them to send us that paper money check. You know?
Yeah. We've also got the new Oreo Thins Irish Cream. Let me just pick it up so you can't hear what I'm saying. Yeah. We've got the new Oreo Thins Irish Cream. We've got the returning Dill Pickle Pringles, which we've never reviewed on pod. I think I've had before. The only thing I can remember having for sure is the Rick and Morty Pickle Rick
I do
Pringles,
remember those.
which I did keep the case of. Maybe that'll be a fun behind the scenes picture to post on Patreon. So we've got these. And then we've got the new 7-layer dip, which also might be returning, actually, I think, as well. The 7-layer and the loaded potato skins we're still looking for. And then we've got some bootleg Takis, and then another gift that we're saving for the weird food. It's cotton candy with freeze-dried strawberries.
Yeah.
So we've got two sweets. Where do you want to start? Is it crazy we don't want to blast our taste buds with the Takis, right?
No, actually, I think that it would make sense to me, at least, to go for maybe not the whole Cheetos,
the original
Chester's lineup, but
let's
do the potato chips.
Yeah, let's do the chips. Okay.
I mean, whoa. Huh.
What?
Texture, wait till you see the texture of these. These look crazy.
There's stripes? Oh, yeah. This is weird. It looks like almost like shrimp crackers. How did they cook these?
It is definitely not what you would imagine a potato chip to be.
That smells like French fries. That smells really good. Okay. It looks like
they're light and fluffy.
It's like a pork rind texture.
It is almost like pork rind. They're very airy.
Good texture.
Whoa. Okay, the potato flavor is really good, but they are very salty.
A little greasy. Well, at least it's got that fried vibe.
This reminds me of summer. It feels like a warm weather snack for some reason to me. It feels like a picnic snack, which I guess makes sense because in the Chester's brand, they have the picnic fries. Remember those?
Yeah.
It was ketchup flavored fries, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still make them or not.
This is good. I don't think it's overly salty. I think it varies from chip to chip.
I'm acclimated now after I had a couple.
I'm a really big fan of the texture. It's a solid plain potato chip. I would say it's probably better than most plain potato chips.
Yeah, I think I like it at least as much as Lay's original, which I feel like is the best original potato chip that I've had.
How did they cook these? I don't know. It's like almost like they're air fried. Like I don't know. Oh, just a little piece on the microphone.
Oh, good. Evan is adding more debris to my mic screen.
Yeah. I'll pick it out with a toothpick.
So that every time I use my mic, I think of him.
Yeah. I use Gabe's mic and Gabe uses my mic. I don't know why
there's no spit on my on my end. On your mic, there's no spittle or chip.
Okay. What do you think? How are you feeling about these?
Oh, I do like these. I feel like they're a pretty high 3. There's not really much for it to be pushed into 4, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're pretty,
but they're a solid original chip.
Pretty vanilla, not disappointing at all. I agree. It's a solid original chip. I'm excited to compare it to these. It looks like the texture is probably going to be the same. So this is a honey barbecue, which is if you're going to come out with new chips, might as well test the water, dip your toes in. Yeah, I agree on the 3, by the way. 3 for these. And do an original, do a barbecue. Tried and true, safe.
And if these sell well, give us a spicy. You got to give us a spicy.
If these sell well, what the hell? Ring that dinner bell.
He's cooking.
All right, so these are the honey barbecue. I agree with the spicy chip. They look pretty well seasoned.
Oh, they smell. Wow, they smell surprisingly good.
Little pieces of looks like flea dirt on there. All right,
we need to dip some Frontline into the bag.
Oh wow.
These are much better. Now,
that's pretty smoky.
These remind me of Lay's barbecue.
Yeah,
but the flavor is like permeating the chip.
Yeah, the aftertaste is kind of similar as a Lay's barbecue, but the flavor is more intense. It just like the smokiness,
sweetness.
There's a mild sweetness, which makes sense.
Good texture.
Maybe it could be a little bit more of a honey flavor, which is what I'm used to. I feel like with honey flavored chips, it's usually pretty apparent. But the sweetness is there.
Ooh,
the texture is great. I like the smokiness a lot.
This is a good, just like standard barbecue chip.
Not bad.
These are addicting.
Not a bad showing from Chester's. I would say, for me, it's just enough to put it into a 4.
I agree.
I'm pretty happy with those. I didn't really have high expectations for either of these, to be honest, but I like that they're trying something new, not just that they're expanding to chips, but also with the texture is very, very unique. I really enjoy it.
It is really good. Man, the barbecue flavor is actually like having an actual like coated chip for barbecue is like really nice.
Yeah, I agree. Well done. Well done, Mr. Chester. Now I feel that we should move on to the Takis, the fake Takis. What are these? So we have one that's, all right, so Zach's Mighty Rolled Tortilla Chips is the brand. We've got Fiery Nacho and Chili Lime.
Chili Lime.
So maybe Fiery Nacho first.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
They've got a nice little tear hole.
There's not really a blurb here. It like kind of looks like coding language.
Oh yeah.
So I don't really know anything about the brand, about the company.
Consume anytime, anywhere, probably with water, heat, flavor, a little tang, texture, a lot of crunch. If status and still hungry, still thrill seeking, still recovering from first bite.
Yeah.
Enjoy eating, else enter next level. Okay. That's a little bit niche, but
seems like it's distributed by Zach's Mighty Incorporated, based out of New York.
okay.
The ingredients seem pretty standard. I mean,
Smell okay. Smell maybe more normal than like a regular Taki as far as like artificial flavors. Like
smells
Feels like a Trader Joe's brand or something.
Oh yeah,
We did get these from Walmart.
true.
If anyone's ever heard of that indie small business.
Listen, guys, we go to a lot of different stores when we're snack hunting.
Gabe mostly likes to go to, what was it? Target, Hobby Lobby.
Right, to protest and burn them down.
Yeah, to protest. Yeah. Okay.
We got it.
Okay.
Oh, very strong tortilla
Yeah.
flavor on the back end.
Yeah, because the seasoning isn't super intense, but it does have kind of like a natural feel to it. A good little spice to it.
Yeah, I think the spice is more noticeable than the actual cheese flavor is.
I like the flavor, but if you're used to dealing with, which these are competing against, Takis, Dynamitas, you're used to, I think, something more intense. This is definitely more low key. So I'm excited to compare it to the chili or the lime. Is it just lime?
Chili lime.
Yeah.
I'm not super sold on their cheese flavor. I like the spice. I don't love the flavor of their cheese blend.
Yeah. It's kind of it's giving. It's like a
Go on.
jarred queso dip. Did I slay?
Yeah, it was just like
Okay. So sounds like I slayed. Sounds like I slayed down.
yep.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, I mean, this I think is probably the entry. You know, this is the beginning. This is the first. This is their plane. I think it would be good if you dipped it in something. You shouldn't have to, especially because it's rolled. This is not the proper shape for, you know,
For dipping.
You'd have to build it. You'd have to tie it into like a Survivor, like log raft to be able to dip it into a dip.
I almost want to put these in 2 because I don't think I'd ever get these again, but they're not
Yeah.
gross. So that's why I'm like maybe a 3.
For maybe the deciding factor probably be like the price. Do you remember like what the price?
I think it
point?
was like in that $3 to $4 range if I remember correctly. So because it's not beating its competitors.
I feel like if you're not enthusiastic enough to pull out of 2, I'm fine putting it in 2.
It's a high 2. Yeah.
It's not
almost
gross. It's just underwhelming, which is not what you want in a chip in this economy. But I'm excited to try the chili lime.
Especially if you're trying to make a name for yourself and break out into the chip industry, right? And try to like, be up there with the chip titans.
Yeah. Like Chester, you know? Good example. I forgot to get my towel.
There's
wet,
no resealing these.
my little moist towelette. So I'm gonna just pour a little bit of.
Yep, he's doing a little pour, little freehand.
There we go. There we go. Okay, table's wet. No, you're not gonna be able to. Oh my god!
You were saying? You think this little piece of plastic is a match for me?
I've never witnessed such feats of strength. Okay. Interesting smell. Not really what I expected. Oh, God.
Oh.
What is this? Rat King?
Half the bag.
What is this? Gosh. What did I pull up? Okay, there we go. That's a little bit more reasonable. For the audio-only listeners, I somehow grabbed a pinch of what I thought was 2 or 3, and like Gabe said, I pulled up half the bag.
It looked like a Buddha's palm root, you know, like
Yeah.
with a million.
Nobody knows what
fingers.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
but
that joke's for 3 people out there. I bet you liked it though.
Yeah. So chili lime. That's nice.
Very
got a-
lime forward.
A good lime flavor, but not being overwhelming like a normal Takis. That's good. That's a lot better. And I think closer in line to what you'd expect from a Taki, you know.
Yeah. There's still not really like. There's nothing really that's like really putting them over the edge for me though.
I think that
These
they're-
are better than the cheddar ones.
Yeah. Well, how do you think it compares in your eyes? Because you don't like normal Takis that much.
Yeah.
You're just a regular Taki.
I like Takis more than this. Takis flavor profile is better. The thing I don't like about Takis is that the aftertaste tastes like burnt oil to me. This doesn't have any burnt oil flavor. The corn tortilla flavor is nice.
Hey, there's no burnt oil in
It
the
doesn't
chips.
taste like burnt, but
They weren't fracking to get the chips.
yeah. I just don't. I'm not super impressed by their seasoning blend, their proprietary blend.
It does kind of have a healthier feel to it, though. They deep fried it in olive oil
Yeah.
and avocado. I think these ones pull into a 3.
I
for me.
agree.
They're just scooting by. A fun try, though. Yeah. I mean, Zach the Mighty, if you're watching, first of all, please don't slay us in glorious combat. Please do not
True.
defeat us in glorious combat. Please do not conquer us. Hold up. Pause. I don't know. Zach the Mighty is like a... Hold on. Pokemon alert. Hold. Should be fine. Yeah, I have alerts for Pokemon cards. How else do you think I built up my collection? Should I pull up my binder and show them page by page? Working on my 151 Scarlet and Violet Master Set right now.
Any
If you guys were
scalping, so if you
curious.
guys want to buy it at
I'm
a
not-
300% markup.
Not scalping. Don't tell them that. They're gonna come for us. Now I'm in the mood for something a little sweet.
Ooh.
And we are just coming off the heels of St. Patrick's Day. And boy, what a Monday that was.
Yeah.
I don't think I did anything except for put on a green shirt, which is the fun part about getting older. The color just sort of gets sapped right out of your life.
Yeah, I just worked.
Mom's not hiding Easter basket for me anymore. I put on a green shirt. Nobody pinch me. House is empty. I'm all by myself. Okay, nobody pinch me.
Okay, guys, I'm safe.
Tears streaming down my face. Who's happy? Who's happy to hear a podcast? Okay. They smell great. They smell kind of like coffee. The tiramisu thins a little bit.
There is a little bit of a... I
Right.
think it's because Irish cream is so popular with coffee.
So these are, what is it, Baileys? Are these Baileys flavored?
Well, Bailey's is Irish cream flavored. So, guys, I'm pretty ignorant about it. If for our Irish
Are these
audience, please.
Old Greg flavored? The Old
Yeah, there
Greg
you go.
collab?
There you go. Okay, maybe it's supposed to be bougie because,
That's a complex cream flavor.
yeah.
That's not what I was expecting. Whoa. It is boozy, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't
So
it?
maybe Irish cream is a cocktail.
For a second, I thought you said bougie. Like these are bougie Oreos. And I was like, they better be. I got them at Safeway. You know how many Pokemon cards I could have bought? You're right. There's something.
There's a warming element that you would get from like an alcoholic
Yeah.
beverage.
Huh. Yeah, 100%. Pretty good. Surprising. I will say that. Not exactly what I expected. He's making the double. He's making and the double stuff with the thins is just a traditional.
It's just a
Oreo.
traditional Oreo, yeah. Yeah, it's not
I'll
bad.
do one more. I'll do one more because it is a thin. What are you thinking? How are you feeling?
It's hard to go wrong with Oreo. I do like them. I don't love them.
Sounds like
I'm
a 3.
waffling between a 3 and a 4, but yeah, my heart wanted to say a 3, which feels low. It feels criminally low for an Oreo.
But they're most of the Oreo. I mean, I'm thinking of a clear 5. The Post Malone Oreo. You know?
Post Malone Oreo was pretty good.
These-
The tiramisu Oreos are a 5 for me.
These do not come close to either of those. But it's fun. It's interesting. And I think it is very much them trying something new. It's not what I expected at all. Like the boozy flavor is, I think it's cool. I think they're worth trying, especially if you're an Oreo head. If you're one of those people that when the Pokemon Oreo, it always comes back to Pokemon, doesn't it? When the Pokemon Oreos came out and they're sold out everywhere, people are trying to, open the Oreos to get the Mew cookie.
I bought
and
2
sell
packs
it.
because I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get that Mew cookie. I did
So
not,
funny.
but
People are, sell the Mew cookie in just a Ziploc bag, just on eBay for $10. Who's buying that, dude?
nobody.
Silverfish?
Yeah.
So
Sugar ants typing at the keyboard.
500 ants per key press.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that these belong in a 3, but they're fun. You know, it's a high 3,
And they're thins too, so you can eat a million
Yeah.
of them and you're fine.
We definitely should have reviewed them when we were doing more St. Patrick's Day jokes, like you were saying. Okay, before we move on to anything else, obviously we're saving those for last. I think that we do got to make a little stop in a little town I like to call SNV, Snack News Village.
Snack News Village, yeah.
I'll work on a better joke next time, don't worry. All right. It's time for me to read the snack news. I don't like the face I made. I got to do one more, guys, for TikTok. I got to keep them coming in. It's time for me to read the snack news. Who's this guy? I always Mike Wazowski Gabe out of all the snack news videos. I put the chip bags right over his face of the new releases. All right. Let's make this quick. Big news, heavy hitters. Bam, bam, bam. Doritos releasing a new flaming hot Korean-style barbecue flavored chip. Finally, those are hitting the shelves pretty soon in the next couple of weeks. Cheez-It, they're releasing a Wendy's Baconator. Oh, fuck!
Power through it.
Wendy's! Cheez-It! Bacon! Stop it!
Less power.
Okay. No, Zach the Mighty's possessing me. His warrior spirit. Okay. Every time I say let's make this quick, it casts a spell, a curse on me, dude. Cheez-It is really... Oh, I can't put that in there. Okay, stop it. Okay. Stop laughing. His face is turning red. Audio listeners. His eyes, they're watering.
I'm chill.
Cheez-It was releasing a new Wendy's Baconator. Oh, fuck. We're going to be here all day. Stop it. All right. I didn't take a drink of water.
I'll read it. You mouth it.
Okay. Cheez-It is releasing a new Wendy's Baconator. Baconator! I can say it! Cheez-It. I've never ordered a Baconator before. How can I help you? I'm at the drive-thru. Can I get a bacon? Can you get a bacon? Can I get a bacon?
This is your Once Upon a Time in Hollywood moment.
Okay.
This is your 8 goddamn whiskey sours.
Okay. Cheez-It is releasing a new Wendy's Baconator flavored Cheez-It. Thank God I never want to see
one
that again
take.
for as long as I live. Cheez-It also releasing new Cheez-It Grips, white cheddar flavor, and original flavor, and chocolate chip grams. No, hold on. Let's slow down. Grips releasing new Cheez-It flavor, white cheddar, and original. Also releasing new Grips, grams, chocolate chip. Sorry, I was still flustered from the bacon. No, I'll never say it again.
You already did it.
Okay, guys. The S'moreo is coming back, hitting stores soon. Oreos re-releasing the S'moreo.
And they're actually calling it S'moreo now instead of
They are.
S'mores Oreos or Oreo S'mores.
They've learned their lesson. Nerds are releasing new gummy clusters, Cherry Lemonade Blitz. Garden Veggie brand chips releasing new flavor burst, Sweet Tangy Chili, Smoky Barbecue, and Crispy Taco Puffs. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, Rice Krispie Treats releasing new salted caramel Rice Krispie Treats. Last but not least, Fritos releasing new lime and jalapeno flavor twists. And bum 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 bum. Jesus Christ. God save me from the snack news. Free me. Anyways, that's all for the snack news, folks. New snack news every single Monday. Would you believe it? Okay, let's move on. For the love of God, let's move on to the Pringles, I think.
Okay.
I think, no, yes. No, actually, the
fries Pringles.
Let's do the fries, the chili cheese, and then we'll do the Carolina style barbecue.
So this adds, so now there's what? 4 different flavors of fries?
Well, there's a Flamin' Hot, there's these two, and there might be...
There's a cheese one.
Yeah, just a
And then
cheese
isn't
one.
there like a ketchup one? Or that's in like
I don't
the
know if they
sticks.
still... Yeah, that might be different.
That's like.
And these are a re-release, so these have been out. Damn, I stabbed you with one of these. They look great.
Oh, they smell great. They smell like Fritos chili cheese, which was one of my favorite chips growing up.
Wow. That is nice. The chili cheese flavor profile. Hard to go wrong. I mean, who doesn't love chili and cheese?
True, especially on a fry.
Ooh. These are pretty nice. These are pretty
These are-
good.
These are almost a little. They're sneaky because when you first have them, you're like they're pretty mild, but
They build up, they grow on you over time. The chili cheese flavor is great. Obviously, the texture of fries. You guys know them. You guys love them. It's what you'd expect. It's great. It's just solid.
yeah,
Solid. One of the best chili cheese snacks, I would say, that you can get.
you like this more than like the Fritos chili cheese.
Oh, yeah. I've never been crazy about Fritos, though.
Interesting.
I just like how puffy and airy these are. I feel like it lets the flavor... It lets the flavor take the center stage.
As opposed
Whereas
to like a corn chip,
The
like
corn
the
chip,
big corn
the
flavor.
Fritos chili cheese, there's so much tortilla corn flavor, which is fine, you know? But, you know, if you're not making a Frito boat, you're just eating them like that. That's the sound you make when you eat them.
Yeah,
Then, you know, I mean, let's just say this. It's no Baconator.
that's true.
Sorry, I just had to make sure that my mouth can still say it because there might be another collab in the future, some day down the road, and I can't have PTSD from this incident. I'm actually thinking I'm feeling a 4 on these,
I feel they're
which is crazy to say. This would be the first 4 of the episode so far.
You know, you feel it. You know it when you feel it.
It is great though. You know, you feel it. You know it when you feel it.
Yeah,
Our
I had a
first
second of-
T-shirt. You know you feel it. You know it when you feel it. That's pretty good, actually.
and then just my face underneath.
That's a Jaden Smith quote.
Yeah.
You want to wrap those for me?
Yeah.
I like these. I like these a
Chester's
lot.
fries, chili cheese, $2.99 only.
$2.99. Yes, please. Put the cheese over the chili. I want to, but
Yeah, and I don't know, so I'll just say put the fries in the bag, bro.
yeah, okay. I need to hire Gabe as my ghostwriter. Does Stephen King count as a ghostwriter? Okay, moving on to the Carolina style barbecue.
Do you feel like a flamin' hot chili cheese would be too much, like double dipping?
I don't think it would be too much. I mean, how do you feel after we try these? It might have been a while since you've had the flamin' what?
They smell like vinegar. Is Carolina
They do
style
kind of.
vinegary?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, Carolina, if I don't know your featured barbecue sauce off the top of my head.
What the hell?
Sweet, tangy,
Is that what they sound like over there?
sweet, tangy Carolina style barbecue and every delicious crunch. So it is supposed to be tangy.
South Carolina, they're like, what the hell? And North Carolina, they're like, the hell? What if there's one of the Carolinas they just had no accent? Like, hey, how's it going? No, why would we have an accent?
Oh, you're looking for North Carolina. No, this is Carolina.
Yeah, we eat grits. You're right, and the color is not what you would expect also.
No, it's pretty beige with a little bit of flecks of like brownish. Oh, okay. Well,
That's nice.
ooh, I really like the vinegariness.
Yeah, me too. Surprisingly flavorful.
Sorry, that turned me into a cartoon for a second. It's like
And,
mustardy.
Mustard! Right.
Yep.
From Jacksepticeye.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are nice. These are really nice. Surprising flavor.
These are addicting.
They're not like as sweet as I expected. They are tangy, yet they are addicting. They're almost just like a mustardiness to it.
Yeah.
Mustard!
Again, sorry if you're in Carolina and you're watching. You're like, yeah, it is mustardy. That's the point.
Yeah, maybe
I
they
don't
do
know
that.
all the barbecue sauce.
Well, you know,
types.
some places, yeah, they probably maybe when they're doing barbecue, they like rub it down like a mustard rub before they put
yeah.
on the seasoning and stuff. It's quite good.
I think these are a 4 for me as well.
Yeah, I think that they're right up there with their brothers. How do you think that both of these compare to the Flamin' Hot fries, which are probably the go-to for most people?
I haven't had them in a long time, but I do. I mean, I feel like it's pretty well known on the podcast now how much of a fan I am of the Flamin' Hot flavor profile. But
Yeah, spoilers.
I feel like typically
the word is out.
Typically, I'm just a spicy chip kind of guy, but I
Yeah.
really like these. These have a very nice, complex flavor.
The smell is crazy.
The texture is so good too. Like overall, it's just a very addicting snacking experience.
You know what I'll say too, and I'm
Say
not
it.
just saying this because my nephew loves them. It's so funny. When I was over at his house babysitting his house,
He has a house.
he lives there. He owns the house. Actually, he got really lucky on some early investment opportunities.
Yeah, he's got a really nice place on the playground. He lives under the slide.
he came to me and he was like, I want like a hot chip. And I was like, okay, hopefully you have them in the house because I
Yeah.
will not be going to the store.
No.
Like, okay, I put on SpongeBob, knock yourself
Yeah,
out.
yeah, I'll be back. Don't burn
in
anything.
20 minutes. And so he's like, come here. And he pointed up into the cupboard. He's like, up there. And I got him and they were hot, flaming hot Cheetos. He's like, can I have one? I was like, yeah, sure. And so I gave him one. He's like, can I have another one? And I was like, I think so. So I
Yeah.
gave him another one. And I was like, okay, go ahead, knock yourself out. And he like ate them. And he's like, I was like, yeah, those are good. And he's like, hot. I was like, yeah, I
Yeah.
know. They are hot, aren't they? But he loves them.
He's just like us, man.
But that's just to say that I think that the texture, I think is a fun kid snack. When I was a kid, I remember munching on, gosh, it was some variation of Flaming Hot Cheetos. It was in like a little, like a Pringle style container.
Talk about the
though.
asteroids.
It might have been the asteroid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was on a road trip.
Yeah, we talked about this when we reviewed it on the podcast.
Yeah. And they were so hot. I was like, oh my God, I'm
Yeah.
dying over
But at the same
here.
time, it's one of those things where the flavor is so good that you want to keep going back in for more. And there is a certain
Yeah.
spice level that almost feels like it's like a current. It kind of brings you back. Like there is like when it's too hot, you're like, okay, I can't eat this anymore. But there's like when you reach that perfect spice nirvana, you're like, man, this is really hot, but I feel like I want to keep riding the wave.
Is that where you were in Spice Nirvana when we were in Japan and you ate the ghost pepper?
When I ate
fried
the devil
rice?
fried rice? No,
Yeah.
that was hell.
And
That
you
was
threw up.
that was actually the devil.
You
I
threw up
opened
on the sidewalk.
I
and-
opened a portal. Yeah, I opened a portal to hell. And the devil was like, whoa, I didn't know you were chill like that. And I said, I'm not.
I wish I was chill. I looked over at Gabe every time he talks, smoke coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I looked over at Gabe at the Airbnb and he's like curled over on his
Yeah.
bed with a pillow on his stomach
Yeah.
to try and press all of the gas out. And I was like, damn.
It felt like I had a fever. Just legitimately felt like I had a fever, and that was just one of the nights of our vacation just gone because I just went to bed early.
Well,
I called it.
I mean, realistically, it's a fun story. So
Yeah, I mean,
it's not
and
a
the
waste.
rice was really good. So like having a normal spice level,
Yeah.
and like you had a really nice
Dude,
like
the
curry
the
or chicken. Yeah,
I had fried chicken.
Yeah.
And the seasoning was insane because they give it to you in a bowl of what they use to coat it. So there's just like it's sitting in a bed of like powder.
Yeah.
But like it's not like sometimes with seasoning like that, obviously if you lick and put it on your finger, you're like, whoa, that's intense, but it mixes with the food. Like I was like scooping the seasoning with the chicken and
Yeah.
eating it like this because it was so like it was almost like it was designed to be eaten by the spoonful. Like it was like mild, but it was so tasty. It was weird.
good.
It was very weird, but it was delicious.
Actually, the reason I got that rice, I think I told it when I told the story originally, but I got it because they were out of their curry. I wanted to try their curry. I wanted to get some spicy chicken curry, but they were
Yeah.
like, it must have been the most popular item on the menu because they didn't have it. And that's when I was like, well, I guess I'll get some fried rice then. And then I saw there was a challenge rice,
Yeah.
and I think I was like, should I get this? And the boys were like, yeah. I
And
think
they-
you were like, yeah.
They wouldn't let you do the challenge, but they let you order the food anyways.
They
for
wouldn't
some
let me
reason.
win the challenge. They're like,
Yeah.
you have to do it twice to get the prize.
So what happens is they want to make sure you can handle the spiciest. So they're like, you have to eat the second most hot, and then you can order the most hot, and then you can get the bracelet.
oh, that's what it was.
But
yeah.
Gabe was like, I just want to order the most hot. And they're like, okay, but we're not going to give you the bracelet then. Which doesn't make sense because if they want you to eat the second most hot to prove yourself that you're ready for the most hot, which by the way, you weren't.
No.
Let's be real. None of us are.
No.
If they shouldn't have let you order it,
Yeah.
They should have said, no, you can't order this until you eat this first.
They were checking on me too, and I was.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was fine. It's just that when my body started to digest it, that I was not in fact.
You
fine.
didn't do bottom prep. You should have. You should have coated your stomach like when people are going hot ones, like just milk and bread.
True.
Which,
I didn't
milk bread over
listen,
there.
Yeah, milk bread. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I woke up that morning, I didn't know that I was going to be eating devil fried rice.
You don't
When
know.
I went to that restaurant,
That's the thing that
I didn't know that I was going to be.
They don't tell you that in church. The devil is always behind you.
Yeah.
He's always on your shoulder. He's always one step ahead. You don't know when he's going to come.
And he's
for you.
frying rice.
Yeah, he's always in the kitchen.
You're telling me that the devil
Cooking
fried this
something
rice?
hot.
Yes, he did. The devil is in the back of the kitchen. He's like, wait, is he? He knows he's not going to get the bracelet, right? Yeah, he wants it anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going back to Japan next month, and we're gonna try to have some episodes in the tank for you guys to watch while we're gone. Probably gonna have to put snack news on a hiatus. I'm not gonna edit it while I'm over there. But maybe we'll go back. Maybe we'll do a little bit of vlogs if that's something you guys would be interested in. That might be a Patreon.
Some
thing.
shorts, maybe.
Yeah, some quick reviews to throw up. Because we are going to be eating at some Michelin star restaurants. Okay, I don't want to make you guys too jealous. I know I was talking about my Pokemon collection earlier. I don't want you guys to be turned off by how affluent and privileged and rich we are.
True.
Anyways,
We're not.
no, we're not.
Keep subscribing. Keep commenting.
Please,
keep liking.
Please. Let's go to
Patreon.com/Super Patreon Podcast.
the Pringles.
Or you want to do pickles?
7-layer dip. No, let's do pink. Help! Wendy's Baconator.
Baconator.
Wendy's
Baconator.
Baconator. Wendy's Baconator. Sir, are you okay? What year is it? It's 2025. Okay, what is the most popular menu item at Wendy's? The Baconator. Get him to the hospital.
Sorry, it's actually the son of the Baconator because it's only $3 right now.
Yeah.
It smells like refried beans, which
Oh,
I
it
guess
does.
is
Yeah.
on brand.
That's one of the layers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you You're not a 7-layer dip fan because you don't like onions, and it's definitely there's
I am.
definitely onions in there.
I am, but no onions. That's complex. That's not just beans.
Okay. It's tangy.
Yeah.
It's savory. You definitely taste cheese. You definitely taste beans. You taste like something pickled.
That's great. There's a lot going on here. I was skeptical when they had this much going on the picture. But yeah, it's like a sour cream. Beans are there. Cheesy. I like the tanginess a lot, which I assume is supposed to represent maybe the citrus from the tomatoes or like a salsa. People do salsa usually, I think. Dude, this makes me want to make a 7-layer dip. When's the Super Bowl?
It's coming up
11 months from now or something. Yeah. This is really good, man. Wow. I'm actually blown away by these.
These are really nice, actually, yeah. These are really fun.
Wow. You know what?
No, what?
I've got no issues with that. I honestly think these might be the first 5 of the episode.
I think it's a sleeper 5.
I like those quite a bit. Wow. I'm liking where these are headed to my stomach. Because that's their home. That's where they live. That's where they belong.
True.
Yeah, these are definitely a 5. I mean, what a diverse flavor profile. It's insane. Because sometimes Pringles, they drop the ball. Like the loaded hot dog or whatever it was called.
The loaded hot dog, the everything bagel. 2 of the worst chips I think I've ever had.
But with they're all dressed in their 7-layer dip. Like, man, they're cooking.
The hot ones chips were good.
Real quick, I should have done this after the snack news, but we got to share with you our snack of the month picks. Guys, for January. March is for February.
For February.
Excuse me. For February. March is almost over. It's time for our snack of the month choices. Okay, here's our snack of the month picks. Gabe, you want to start?
My snack of the month for February 2025 is going to have to go to the Caramucho. I think they're spicy curry or they're corn puffs. They're kind of like Cheetos with a really nice, strong curry flavor. I wasn't expecting to like them as much as I did. I really like them. The only sin that they committed was that they're full of air.
That's what makes them puffs.
But that's what makes them puffs, yeah. And then for my honorable mention, which also I really, really liked, was the Flamin' Hot Dill Pickle Cheetos. I mean, I'm a huge sucker for the Flamin' Hot brand. and it went really well with dill pickle. One of my favorite chips that I wish would come back is the Flamin' Hot Dill Pickle Lay's. So I feel like I had to give credence to the Cheetos.
Great choices. I do want to say, I can't. I must. I'm trying to watch my sugar. So, but I'm still gonna mention it anyways. The Post Malone Oreos. I'm sorry, I had to say it, but I do just have one snack of the month pick and one honorable mention. But I'm sorry, I had to mention.
Evan
it.
has 2 honorable mentions this time.
I'm
He's
sorry,
breaking the mold.
I had to. Okay, so my snack of the month pick is going to go to. My snack of the month pick is actually going to go to the cheese pizza chips from Calbee. I loved them. They were surprising. I mean, actual cheese on a chip is revolutionary. I don't know how new they are, but they're new to me, and we adored them. I mean, they were incredible. I loved every single chip I put in my mouth was well seasoned. I loved every minute of eating them. And my honorable mention is going to be a chip of equivalent value. It's the very surprising knock out of the park, the 7 Select 7-Eleven Spicy Bayou Blaze chips, which were everything you want out of a chip, at least everything that I want. I love the tangy. You know, when it comes to chips, I love spicy. I love sweet. I love tangy. It's all of those. It's a 7-Eleven chip knocking it out of the park. Man, I thought it was a one-hit wonder with the 7-Eleven loaded hot dog chips. Or just the hot dog chips, but they came back and did it again with the Spicy Bayou Blaze, and now I'm on my hands and knees. I'm praying that 7-Eleven releases more chips because they obviously know what they're doing. The snack scientists, the tasters, you know, they've got some super tasters on their staff, and let's just say, guys,
room for 2 more.
Room for at least one more.
We're a team.
Anyways, 2 incredible chips. And a very small honorable mention to the Post Malone Oreos, which I'm sorry. It's just hard for me to choose sometimes, and I felt like I had to say something.
He has 1 honorable mention, 1 dishonorable mention.
Yeah. So those are our snack of the month picks for February 2025. Yeah, those are going to be
We're on that next, dude. We're on that next.
Okay, now we're moving on to the dill pickle Pringles, which again, these are a re-release, but it's been a while since I've had them, so I thought it'd be fun to do on the pod because I don't really remember them. Wow, that's pickly, man. Wow,
yeah,
that's
it
pickly.
is. And I like that the pickles that they chose on the front, they look like fancy pickles. You know, you got sprigs of dill. You can see mustard seeds there. You can see the crinkle cut.
You're gonna be terrified of saying that now every time for the rest of the podcast.
End of time.
Yeah, to the end of time, or the end of the podcast, whichever.
Very
comes first.
vinegary, very dill forward.
Woo. Mmm. Ooh. Mmm. Yeah, man.
I feel like we're in the dill, like the pickle flavored snack golden age right now.
Oh yeah, because first of all, the potato flavor, is that going to blend well with the pickle flavor? Yes, dude. Yes. At least the Pringles potato base. And it's not just pickles. You're not just getting blasted and assaulted with citric acid and like, whoa, you know. As much as I love,
salted with citric acid.
I'm flaccid. I'm flaccid. Wait. Pause. As much as I love in my heart the Lay's dill pickle, I think it's a gold standard. These are not as painful. You could eat this whole tube and maybe not get cold sores the next day.
They're at least tied.
It might be better, especially for the price, because it's not just pickle, dude. It's like garlicky. It's savory. Wabba woola. In the words of Bo Rat.
Yeah.
Little Bo Rat. Wabba woola. I mean, could they be anything but?
No, they're a 5.
Thanks for bringing these back. Maybe don't let them leave again.
Yeah, why did they leave in the first place?
What were you
thinking? What is beating this? What did you need to make room for?
Wow. Okay. All right. That's what I'm talking about, baby. The 2 5s of the episode so far, both Pringles.
Pringles making a huge comeback.
Here he comes, the comeback king.
I'm the comeback king. Eating Pringles, that's my new thing.
That's a little Corey Feldman joke. He's an interesting fellow.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, that's enough
It's cotton candy time.
You know, Over the Garden Wall? I like to quote that. There's the scene where, like, we're the, he's up in the cloud. We're the Cloud Kingdom, emissaries or whatever. And they're like, we're the hippos. He's like, oh, hi. And then they're like, oh, we're the cloud people. And he's like, okay, how many more are there? And they're like, oh, we're the angels. And he's like, oh. And it's like, and then we have the sad cloud over there. And it's like this scary cloud or whatever. And he's like, all right, that's enough. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's even funnier when I quote it when you're not just watching it.
That's true.
Okay, so these are the gift. The Cloud 9 premium cotton candy with freeze-dried pieces of strawberry in it.
So,
individually packaged?
they're all individually packaged, and because of that,
I like that.
The inside just kind of smells like printer ink. It was a little bit, disarming there.
Let's can we split? Yeah, can we split one?
Yeah,
because I hate to break it to you. There's some news that you have to learn about my sugar.
Yeah,
I'm keeping an eye on it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm keeping.
These were a gift, like you said, from a special someone.
Honestly, every good snack is a gift when you think about it.
Oh, it smells much better in the package.
Ooh, that smells good. Okay, is it terrible? I mean, no, that's
so
not
these
what I meant. Is it able to be torn?
I don't know if we fully described these yet, but these are little.
Gabe will love that joke on a rewatch. So
these are like cotton candy discs
Pucks.
with freeze-dried strawberries in them.
Can you break it off?
Yeah.
I mean, it's cotton candy, right? So,
well, yeah, they got the consistency of fiberglass, so I think we're
dude, it
just-
looks like
just okay.
fiberglass. The pink too. Is there any sugar in cotton candy?
No,
Okay.
just fiberglass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I like the crunch a lot from the freeze-dried strawberries. Also, cotton candy can sometimes have. Oh, it's like a creamy strawberry.
yeah,
Cotton candy can sometimes have a crunch to it if you bite it quick enough.
true.
If your teeth are fast enough.
I really like the strawberry pieces.
Me too. Cotton candy is just one of those. Wow, wait, 25 per serving? That can't be right. One pouch is 25 calories.
Yeah,
So I just had, 10 calories? That's not bad at all. That's actually crazy. How did they do that? Cotton candy is such a fun treat,
it really is. Yeah,
It sucks that it's like kind of limited to like a carnival thing, eating cotton candy outside of, being in the presence of clowns and jugglers. It's like, what are you doing, man? You're on the bus with cotton candy? You're going to get mosquitoes in that. What the hell?
yeah. Because typically, I feel like you don't get a good cotton candy experience unless you're getting it straight from like the spinner. Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's
like
probably
other
the
street
best
food.
packaged cotton candy I've ever had.
Certainly must be the healthiest. I mean, the calories on that are suspiciously low.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, what are these?
Sugar,
Yeah.
freeze-dried strawberries, xylitol.
Xylitol.
Yeah, like stevia.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe they put less sugar in favor of the fake sugar, and that's
Because
why
they
it's
got
less calories.
Yeah, maybe so.
I'm on board. This is really fun. It's really good.
Yeah, I like it.
I will say, obviously, I'm not really a cotton candy guy. It's like my body, for me, I think it's a 4
Yeah,
because I'm 30 years old. My doctor says no more cotton candy. But at the same time, as far as the cotton candies that I've had in my life, it's probably the best.
yeah, I'd certainly agree. And
So-
the strawberry flecks are,
Yeah, it's
Great,
it's,
great,
it's
great,
next
great
level,
idea.
and the amount of calories per serving. I don't like, I'm not crazy about the smell when you open the bag, like you said. Not that even really
the
matters.
snacks smell good, but the
Yeah.
big bag full of small bags smelled like ink.
I kind of wished it was more of a Matryoshka doll situation where we opened the small bag and there was an even smaller bag.
True,
And
true,
a
true, true.
thumb-sized
And
piece
this-
of cotton candy.
Yeah,
And that's why they're 25 calories. That being said, for me, is it a 4? Yes. But for the cotton candy enjoyer, I think this would be a 5.
yeah. I think
So now I don't even know where to put it. What are you thinking?
I agree with you. I think that for me personally, being
Yeah.
I like cotton candy. I wouldn't say that I'm like a huge.
It feels
I
like I'm
love cotton candy.
reviewing almost like a Danimals or something. It's like, I mean, I'm not gonna drink it, but yeah, it's good.
I think it's a 5 level quality of what it is.
Let's put it in 5.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Whatever. I'm never going to if I'm between a 4 and a 5, I would rather, especially for these, you know, it's not like a huge brand, I'm assuming. Put them on the map a little bit. Cloud9 Cotton Candy, they knocked it out.
Thank you. Hey, you know what? Maybe we'll see you at the next year's Snack Awards.
Hey, maybe I can finish this year's first.
He's been working on it every day. He's literally been working on it every single day.
It is. I'm embarrassed to say how much time I've spent editing because I don't want you guys to watch it and be like, wait, this is 400,000 hours worth of editing? That doesn't make sense. They're making dick jokes. But I'm really excited for you guys to see it.
Yeah.
And this has been a really great episode. You know, obviously the cotton candy we talked about. You got that from Costco, I'm assuming? Or
yeah,
it's
a Costco, yeah.
Mm-hmm. High praise. I highly recommend it. Definitely worth trying. And guys, the dill pickle Pringles are back and they're better than ever. They must have revamped the recipe or something because I feel like it would have been a core memory the first time I had these because they are just so flavorful. They're so good. They're much better than the Pickle Rick variation.
Yeah.
Something about maybe the packaging.
Yeah, it tasted like assault charges.
But also
kidnapping charges.
Yeah. Also the 7-layer dip Pringles were so surprisingly great. Like they tackled a big flavor profile with a lot of variation. They handled it well.
Yeah.
And you know who else handled it well? Chester's. I'm glad they're getting into the chips game. They had good showing with their honey barbecue and their plain chips. But more importantly, the return of the chili cheese fries and the brand new Carolina style barbecue. Both great. Both worth trying.
Very good.
Go out and pick them up. Those were both gifts as well. We are spoiled by not only the people who decide to give us gifts, but also the people who decide to donate to the Patreon. That's patreon.com/SuperTasters Podcast, $5 a month if you'd like access to behind the scenes or early access to, for example, the Snack of the Year Awards that hopefully I'm going to be putting out on the Patreon on Monday. Thank you to KGMA, Tape Master. Thank you to Lesbert, Clearly Awesome, the Pickler. Thank you to Yarbs, Lisa Rose, and the Unicycler, not to mention Dillium Pickle Spear, ever distinguished. And we will be getting that P.O. box set up because we reached our goal of 10 patrons. Very excited for that. But anyways, guys, it's been a great episode. I've got to go. That's all you need to know. I'm camping out my computer for new Pokemon card drops, guys. I'm trying to get my hands. I'm waiting for the Destined Rivals drop, guys. I'm trying to get an ETB. Anyways, guys, it's been a great episode. I've been your host, Evan.
I've been your host, Gabe.
You guys have been listening to the Super Tasters podcast, of course. And guys, Gabe, what are we always saying?
We're always saying to remember to eat more pickle-flavored snacks. And make more
more
of
them. I was thinking like a make out, maybe a pickle make out. You know, kind of like a Lady and the Tramp, but you share a pickle. Okay, write that one down.
Try it. Write that.
First date ideas?
Big pickle spear.
Yeah, or something. And that's the end.
Yeah.